What is up, you guys? It is Zach, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to be talking about Spongebob Squarepants The Cosmic Shake, as we've gotten a few new updates that have come out these past few days. Nothing like absolutely extravagant, but, you know, a little bit of information that I can at least talk to you guys about. I do want to plug in here, you guys, that next week is the Cosmic Relief. This year's fundraising charity event is happening in just over a week. I'm really excited. I know everyone I've been working with is really excited. We're giving away at least 6 copies of Cosmic Shake, and we're giving away 20 copies of Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, provided by THQ Nordic. So if you guys really want to take part in the giveaway and all this kind of stuff, definitely stay tuned for the Cosmic Relief event. We're raising money for Centerside? Wow. We're raising money for Center for Suicide Awareness, a cause that I'm very passionate about. I'm very happy to be raising money for this organization this year. We've got a lot of cool things coming, so stay tuned. More information will be coming very, very soon. But nonetheless, I am here to talk about a lot of Cosmic Shake information that has been revealed. Now, the first thing I want to talk about here is a little bit of a dicey one. Since we're literally less than 3 weeks away from the Cosmic Shake launching, we're going to start running into issues with leaks. Things are going to start to leak out. Now, I'm not talking about 4chan Lax Chris style leaks. I'm talking actual things leaking out. There's one thing that leaked out that we'll talk about in a little bit, but it's come to my attention that the game itself is already being leaked out. Now, I personally haven't seen anything uploaded online in terms of gameplay or anything like that, but I've heard from some people that the actual game itself might have leaked. And that would really, really suck, because I want this game to be shown off in the best possible light, and because there's no day one patch yet, anyone who plays the game before day one will experience an inferior version to the actual launch version of the game. Some people might ask why there needs to be a day one patch to really make sure that Cosmic Shake is polished up, and you gotta remember that these games gotta be packaged and manufactured and shipped out to distributors, all of this stuff, most likely at least a month or two before the game launches, and then of course they're obviously still working in the background to make sure that the game is polished up and just kind of tie up loose ends. So naturally, they gotta do this all when the game already ships, because they're not gonna sit around and twiddle their thumbs for the last month or two, you know, before the game comes out. They're still gonna be working on it. So naturally, there's some stuff that isn't going to be in the game pre-day one patch. So people got to keep that in mind, and I really want to emphasize that, because obviously performance is one of the biggest question marks I have with this game. If it will run really well, how it will look, and all that kind of stuff. It's a really big thing for me because of what happened with Rehydrated, and I don't know, you guys, I'd say just be patient. If you see this game for sale before launch, just wait. It's literally less than 3 weeks. Support the team, wait till it's out on launch, and I'd say avoid spoilers if you can. If it is out, if people do start posting things about it, I'd say just hold off, because there are a lot of people who really don't want to be spoiled. This is the first real true sequel to Battle for Bikini Bottom that isn't based on a movie or a special episode, and people are excited for this game, and people don't want to be spoiled, and I completely understand that. So be conscientious, be thoughtful, and be mindful when you're looking through YouTube, as things may start to get posted, which is pretty much inevitable that people will get early copies of the game, which will really screw over reviewers and all that. So, like I said, just be conscientious and all that jazz, and yeah. Relating to leaks, a Twitter user by the name of HunterCrew1 let me know of some achievements that have been leaked out for Spongebob Squarepants The Cosmic Shake. I was originally not sure if I was going to report on this, but honestly, the achievements themselves don't really tell us too much. So, for you guys, I'll just read through them and kind of give my general take on it. So, here we go. The first achievement on the top is a secret achievement, so we won't see what that one is until we actually get the game and play it. The second one is Volley King. Defeat 10 baby booms by reflecting their missiles. The next one is Jaws with Flaws. Defeat 10 enemies with the Burrower. Next up is Raft Tub, which is defeat 25 enemies with the Big Jellies attack. Next up, this one's kind of cut off, but I believe it says Hazardous. Defeat 25 Ninjellies with environmental hazards. Next up is Sponge Out of Harm's Way, which is defeat 50 enemies without taking damage inflicted by them. Next up is Bamboozle, which is bubble an enemy that hasn't detected SpongeBob yet. Next up is Spongebob Jelly Pants, which is carry 10,000 jellies at once. Next up is Return to Sender, which is defeat 5 jelly makers by knocking other enemies into them. Next up is Stunning Performance, which is to push 50 enemies with the jelly maker roar. Next up is Friendly Fire, which is defeat a big jelly with a baby boom projectile. And then lastly is Bubble the Trouble, which is bubble 10 tartar jellies that are currently engaged in an attack. So I think the biggest takeaway here is that there are some moves that we don't know of yet that are named here, as well as some enemies that we actually get to know their names, but I'm having trouble placing which enemy name goes to which enemy that we've seen in the trailers. There are a couple of these that stand out to me, one of them being Spongebob Jelly Pants, which is to collect over 10,000 jellies and having them on SpongeBob at any one time. What this means, in my opinion, is since these jellies are like the shiny objects and you're collecting them, obviously having over 10,000 and that being an achievement, I think you could spend these jellies on something. I don't know if they would go to Mr. Krabs like they did in the original Battle for Bikini Bottom, but we'll have to wait and see. It'd be really interesting to see what these jellies can do. Maybe they unlock things. Maybe this is the main collectible you get and they unlock future levels. Almost like the music notes in Banjo-Kazooie. Like, yes, the Jiggies unlock the levels, but the music notes unlock doors to go to the next level. So it's very possible that these jellies can have that same kind of function. I also like that there's literally an enemy just called Tartar Jellies, which are obviously a play on the Tartar robots. So there's Tartar robots and Tartar Jellies. I don't know. I thought that was a little cute detail. So yeah, like I said, there was nothing overly spoilery about this. There were no real story details, just about certain things about how you defeat certain enemies, and I guess a couple moves that we don't really know of so far. There's one called the Burrowers, which usually burrow means to go underground, and I don't think we've seen a move like that yet, but the icon is about teeth, so I don't know. That shows me that there's still a little bit that we don't know, so we could be seeing more in trailers, maybe even this week or next week. I don't know. There's a lot of potential. Speaking of trailers, we actually did get another trailer for the Cosmic Shake. Now, unfortunately, I don't really have much to say about it. A few people have asked me to make a video talking about the trailer, and there's honestly just not too much to say about the trailer. It showed off some cutscenes. We got to see a little bit more of Sheriff Sandy. We saw Squidward the Bard, you know, trying to play his clarinet, whatever. I don't know. There were a bunch of references to the Dungeons and Dragons episode and, you know, some other little things. I mean, like I said, I don't have too much to say about it, but the trailer did look pretty cute. I'm really interested for this game, you guys. I'm really interested to see how it's gonna be. I really want it to be a great game, and I'm really hoping it is. I have faith that THQ Nordic and Purple Lamp will pull this off. We just have to wait, what, less than 3 weeks to find out? Just hold your horses, guys, or I guess hold your seahorses. We're getting there. We're getting so close you can almost taste it.
I can almost taste it.
And yeah, anyways, what do you guys think of all this news? I mean, it's pretty dry. There's not much news. I would have thought that THQ Nordic and Purple Lamp would have really been pushing this game. I expected more trailers, to be honest, but, you know, it seems like there's still a bunch of stuff we don't know, so we could still get a few trailers, like I said, in the future. So we'll have to hold out until then. Until then, you guys, I guess that's about it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe. All that stuff down below. And, of course, hit that notification bell so that you're notified of when I upload videos. And, of course, check out the merch store, so you guys can check out some cool ZakPak merch and even a SpongeBob-themed one if you guys are interested in that. And until next time, you guys, I'll see you all in the next video.